Few figures have left such an indelible mark on the Aryan Brotherhood as Edward Vaughn. A man of intrigue, controversy, and undeniable influence, Vaughn's life and decisions were the cornerstone of the Brotherhood's formation and evolution. His story is one that intertwines with the history of the Brotherhood itself, his actions forming the bedrock of their ideology, structure, and operations. From the labyrinthine corridors of power to the shadowy alleyways of organized crime, Edward Vaughn's influence permeated the Brotherhood. His life, a maze of choices and actions, reflected the complex character that was Edward Vaughn. He stood as a beacon, his ideals shaping the Brotherhood's ethos and guiding its course, much like a captain steering a ship through turbulent waters. But Vaughn was not just a guiding star. He was also the architect of the Brotherhood's structure, the mastermind behind the organization's intricate framework. His understanding of power dynamics, his ability to mobilize and inspire, all contributed to the creation of an organization that, for better or for worse, has left a lasting imprint on society. Vaughn's influence extended beyond the ideological and structural realms. His decisions were instrumental in shaping the Brotherhood's operations. From strategic alliances to ruthless power plays, Vaughn's hand guided the Brotherhood's every move. His cunning, his ruthlessness, and his charisma were all integral to the Brotherhood's modus operandi. Edward Vaughn was more than just a member of the Aryan Brotherhood. He was its founder, its leader, and its guiding light. He was the unseen hand that shaped the Brotherhood, the puppet master pulling the strings from behind the curtain. His life and decisions were the blueprint upon which the Brotherhood was built. But to truly grasp the magnitude of his impact, we must first delve into the story of the man himself, Edward Vaughn. It's a story of power, influence, and a relentless pursuit of a vision. A story that offers a glimpse into the mind of a man who left an indelible imprint on a notorious organization. Born into a world of chaos and adversity, Edward Vaughn's formative years were anything but ordinary. Raised in a broken home, Edward's life was a constant battle from the start. His father, a hard-drinking laborer, was absent more often than not. His mother, a woman of little means, struggled to provide for her brood. This left Edward fending for himself and his younger siblings at a tender age. His early years were a whirlwind of poverty, neglect, and desperation, but Edward was not one to succumb to circumstances. Instead, he took it as a challenge, learning survival skills and street smarts that would serve him well in the years to come. Edward's education was spotty at best. He did just enough to get by, often skipping school to earn some extra money. But it wasn't the academics that interested him, it was the people, the dynamics, the power play. This was his real education, his school of hard knocks. As he entered his teenage years, Edward's rebellious spirit began to surface. He found himself drawn to the darker corners of society where rules were made to be broken and power was seized, not given. It was during these years that Edward found his calling, his place in the world. Around this time he crossed paths with a group of like-minded individuals. They were outcasts, rebels, fighters, just like Edward. They shared a common belief, a common goal, and a common enemy. This was the beginning of Edward's journey with the Aryan Brotherhood, a journey that would alter the course of his life forever. These experiences, however tumultuous, were the crucible that forged the man who would become a formidable force within the Aryan Brotherhood. Vaughn's journey into the Aryan Brotherhood was not a sudden leap, but a gradual, determined progression. This tale begins in the late 60s, when the young Edward Vaughn found himself drawn into the world of prison gangs. At first, Vaughn was merely a participant in the Brotherhood's activities, a foot soldier carrying out the orders handed down from above. However, this humble beginning belies the influential role he would later play. Vaughn's charisma, intelligence, and ruthlessness saw him rise through the ranks at an unprecedented pace. He was not just a member of the Brotherhood, he was part of its lifeblood, its driving force. His ideas and strategies were adopted and implemented, allowing the Brotherhood to evolve and grow in strength and influence. Vaughn's role within the Brotherhood was multifaceted. He was a strategist, a leader, and a mentor. He was the architect of many successful operations, masterminding daring plots and maneuvers that boosted the Brotherhood's reputation and strength. He was also a mentor to many younger members, guiding them through the trials and tribulations of life within the Brotherhood. But more than that, Vaughn was a visionary. He saw the potential in the Brotherhood, a potential for it to be more than just a prison gang. He saw it as a movement, a force that could change the face of the criminal underworld. His vision was to transform the Brotherhood into an organization that could hold its own against the established powers, a group that could command respect and fear. And so, step by step, decision by decision, Vaughn climbed the ranks, his influence growing with each passing day. He was not just a member of the Brotherhood, he was its beating heart, its guiding star. His ideas were not just accepted, they were adopted, implemented, and celebrated. Vaughn's leadership and vision were beginning to shape the Brotherhood into a force to be reckoned with. His journey into the Brotherhood was not a sudden leap, but a gradual, determined progression, and this progression would change the face of the Brotherhood forever. At the helm of the Aryan Brotherhood, Vaughn's influence was profound and far-reaching. Edward Vaughn led the Aryan Brotherhood with a steely resolve and an iron fist, presiding over a period of significant growth and expansion for the organization. Vaughn's leadership style was characterized by his unwavering commitment to the Brotherhood's core principles. He was a man of action, unafraid to make bold decisions when he believed they were in the best interest of the organization. One of his most notable decisions was the expansion of the Brotherhood beyond the prison walls, a move that significantly increased its reach and influence. Vaughn saw the potential for the Brotherhood to become more than just a prison gang. Under his guidance, it transformed into a formidable organization with a presence in various spheres of society. Another major decision under Vaughn's reign was the establishment of a strict hierarchical structure within the Brotherhood. He believed that a clear chain of command would strengthen the organization and ensure its survival in a hostile environment. This structure, which remains in place to this day, is a testament to Vaughn's strategic acumen and foresight. Vaughn's rule was not without controversy. His uncompromising stance often put him at odds with law enforcement and other rival groups. His reign was marked by a series of violent confrontations, which sometimes resulted in casualties. These incidents sparked a wave of criticism and condemnation, both within and outside the Brotherhood. Despite the controversy, there's no denying the impact of Vaughn's reign on the Aryan Brotherhood and beyond. His decisions shaped the Brotherhood's trajectory, propelling it to a position of power and influence that few could have imagined. Vaughn's reign, however controversial, irrevocably marked the Aryan Brotherhood and the world around it. His leadership, while divisive, left an indelible imprint on the organization and continues to inform its actions and decisions to this day. Edward Vaughn's life was a complex tapestry of power, ideology, and influence. Born into obscurity, he rose to become one of the most influential figures in the underworld, carving out a legacy that continues to echo long after his departure from the world stage. Vaughn's story begins as a tale of survival, of a man navigating the treacherous waters of prison life. But it quickly evolves into the genesis of something much larger, a brotherhood born out of necessity that would grow into an entity of formidable power and influence. As the founder of the Aryan Brotherhood, Vaughn was at the helm of this transformation, his vision and leadership shaping the organization's trajectory. Under his stewardship, the Aryan Brotherhood expanded its reach, its influence seeping into every corner of the prison system. Vaughn's cunning and ruthlessness, coupled with his charismatic leadership, ensured the Brotherhood's survival and growth. But his legacy is not merely one of power and expansion, it is also a testament to the power of ideology, a demonstration of how shared beliefs can bind individuals together, forging a collective force that can withstand even the harshest of realities. Yet the legacy of Edward Vaughn is a complex one. For some, he is a symbol of resistance, a figure who stood up to the system and carved out a space for his brethren. For others, he is a manifestation of hate and violence, a testament to the darker side of human nature. But regardless of one's perspective, there's no denying the profound impact Vaughn has had. His influence continues to reverberate within the walls of prisons across the nation, his ideology still fueling the fires of the brotherhood he helped create. And while the man himself may be gone, his legacy lives on, a testament to his indomitable spirit and unyielding resolve. Edward Vaughn, a man of many facets, left an undeniable imprint on the Aryan Brotherhood, shaping it into the organization that it is today.